Ladies and gentlemen, your starting lineups for today. For the visiting Holmes Bulldogs, starting in center field, number 12, Laney Phillips. Starting in right field, number 13, Chrissy Edwards. Your designated player, number 5, Leah Kennard. Starting at first base, number 25, Iris Farr. Starting at shortstop, number 2, Macy Knight. Starting pitcher, number 22, Ellie Willis. Starting at catcher, number 26, Annalie Jones. Starting at third base, number 7, Nira Bell. Starting in left field, number 4, Michaela Crowley. And your flex player, playing second base, number 14, Reese Page. Holmes is coached by Trey Embry, assisted by Luke Walker and Katie Mitchell.
Let's go!
And now the starting lineup for your ICC Indians. Starting at second base, number 8, Sarah Kate Thompson. Starting in center field, number 1, Sammy Day Jones. Your designated player, number 24, Jessie Smith. Starting at catcher, number 30, Riley Tyree. Starting at first base, number 17, Rain Rippey. Starting at third base, number 18, Haley Alberson. Starting in right field, number 4, Hannah Grace Gillian. Starting in left field, number 2, Bailey Ware. Starting at shortstop, number 13, Allie Beckley. And your pitcher in the flex position, number 14, Emily Robinson. The rest of your ICC Indians, they are coached by Kelly Beth Ernest and assisted by Kristen Hawkins. If you will, please rise, remove your headgear for the playing of our national anthem.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
Good afternoon and Roll Tribe ICC fans as we're getting set for the First American National Bank opening pitch. It's in there for a strike, and it's coming in at 159. That's a 159 First American National Bank opening pitch here in Game 1 between ICC and the Holmes Bulldogs. We'll give you the starting lineups for both squads here in between the innings, but it's going to be Laney Phillips, the center fielder, batting .423 that's leading us off here in the top of the first for the Bulldogs. In the circle is Emily Robinson. She comes in with a record of 8-2 on the year as there's a foul ball to go for a strike. She has a ERA of 1.66. ICC ranked number 14 in the country. They're coming off a split with Meridian. They lost game 1 4-3, won game 2 7-1. They are 1-1 in conference play and 14-5 overall. Pitch goes high for a ball. 2-2 now is the count. For Holmes, they're 0-2 inside conference play, 11-9 overall. As now the count evens up at 2-2. Swing and a miss, force. Nope, strike 3, or they're going to call it a foul ball. So it's going to be a foul ball. So we'll have it all to do over again here as the count stays at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and no outs. Top of the first inning here. And this one hit hard, but out to the center fielder, and it's going to be off the reach of Day Jones' glove, and it's going to go for a double. So that'll be a double to start the contest there off the bat of Phillips, as it was on a rope out there to center field. Day Jones just couldn't quite get a good jump on it. Stretched out as far as she could, couldn't reel it in. And so now it'll be Edwards, the right fielder, coming to the plate. So a good start to the contest here for the Bulldogs as Edwards, we're talking about playing right field, batting .265 on the year. Looks at that first pitch in there for a strike. Laney Phillips, who is at second right now, leads the conference with 26 steals. So we'll have to keep an eye on her. As they do lay down the bunt, it's only going to be one play, and it's going to be to first, and it gets away, and the run will score. And the runner, as the ball got away into the dugout, will get to second. That will be an error on the play for the Indians. But the Bulldogs cash in quickly here, and they lead it 1-0. And real quick, Coach Ernest is wanting to come out and talk to the girls here. So 1-0 is the score. There is a runner at second after the ball got into the dugout. And this is going to bring up Leah Kennard, the DP, coming to the plate. She's batting .393 on the year. So Coach Ernest just wanting to settle the girls down a little bit here. Early goings, maybe been a minute since they played. It is spring break, so may not have that focus where quite needs to be right now.
Now batting number 5, Leah Kennard.
And so Kennard will dig in here with no outs and a runner at second, 1-0. Holmes with the lead. Kennard is the DP. She shows bunt, pulls back, and takes it for a ball. Right side of the infield charging in there. Third baseman having to lay back with the runner at second in this situation. 1-0 is the count here to Kennard. Shows bunt, pops it up. It goes back and foul, out of play. Even things up now at 1-1. We do want to say hello to those watching in favor of the Indians this afternoon and say a special hello to those watching in favor of the Bulldogs. ICC baseball in action at Holmes. If you're looking for that one's on the white channel of Holmes Athletics. 1-1 now is the count, showing bunt once again, pulls back and takes this one for a strike. 1-2 now is the count here on Kennard. We'll try to keep you posted on baseball updates throughout the day. So waiting the 1-2 offering here from Robinson. And that one's going to be fouled back, and we'll stay at 1-2. We talked about Kennard, 393 on the year. She is fourth on the team with 15 RBI. 1-2 pitch coming. That one in the dirt, blocked up nicely there. Evens things up now at 2-2. Kennard leading the team second on the team with 24 hits. She does have 5 doubles, 3 triples, and a home run. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there. First of the game for Robinson. That's the 70th on the season for M-Rob. And so now with 1 out, this is going to bring Iris Favre to the plate. Iris batting .411. Listen to that pitch, high for a ball. She leads the league in hit by pitches. Not necessarily a stat you would like to lead the league in, but shows that you are a team player there. So Iris will dig in. Swings on this one, pops it up, left side, left fielder giving chase, and just can't get to it out there. Bailey Ware, great hustle. So that one landed about 2 foot foul, but gave the diving effort there, couldn't come up with it. And now 1-1 is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at second here for the Bulldogs. They already lead it 1-0. There's a shot. Second baseman finds it. Throw to first is in time for the putout. Nice defensive play there by Skate to come up with that one. 4-3 on the putout of Favre. And now this is going to bring up Knight to the plate.
Now batting number 2, Macy Knight.
So Knight will dig in with 2 outs and a runner at third. ICC looking for the exit here. Shortstop Knight batting .273. Does have a runner at third here with 2 outs. Way behind on that all-speed pitch there, or way ahead of that all-speed pitch, I should say. And 0-1 now is the count. So Knight getting ready for this one. Up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit, and Holmes will tack on another one in a clutch 2-out hit there. Right back up the middle. Not really anything the defense could have done there. And that'll go for an RBI single off the bat of Knight. And it's now a 2-0 lead. And this is going to be Ellie Willis coming to the plate. So an ideal start here for the Bulldogs. There's 2 outs and a runner at first. Is that pitch going to miss low for a ball? We talked about Holmes being 0-2 in conference. Well, they were swept by Jones 9-3, 9-4 in Ellisville on Monday. Those games a lot closer than the final score made it seem like, as this ball hit foul and out of play. And we'll go to 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at first. Holmes has already struck for a pair of runs here in the top of the first. Swinging and a miss for strike 2. This is Willis, who is pitching here. Would love to help her own cause with a base hit. She's batting .300 on the season. So the 1-2 pitch coming. Runner goes. Throw down is in time. So 2-6 on the putout of Knight to end the inning. And that was a big out there to help the Indians get out of that inning with minimum damage done. We're going to keep it here real quick and talk about today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineup, and we're going to go ahead and look at Holmes. We've already talked about the first 5 batters. That was Laney Phillips, who is playing in center field. Chrissy Edwards, the right fielder. Leah Kennard is the DP. Batting fourth is Iris Favre. She's playing first base. And batting fifth was Macy Knight. And then sixth was Ellie Willis. She'll start us off in the top of the second, as she was at the plate whenever the runner was thrown out. Then you've got Annalie Jones, who is catching. Nira Bell, who is third base. Michaela Crowley, who is in left field. The flex today is Reese Page. She is playing second. For ICC, it'll be Sarah Kate Thompson starting us off. Sarah Kate playing at second base. Sammy J. Jones, the center fielder for ICC. And I did not write down my position, so let me get my lineup card out real quick. And then you've got DP. That's going to be Jesse Smith. Riley Tyree is catching. Rain Rippey will be at first. Haley Alberson will be at third base. Hannah Grace Gillian will be in right field. Then you'll have Ware playing in left field. And then Allie Beckley will be the shortstop. So that is the situation there as we move now to the bottom of the first. And it's going to be Sarah Kate Thompson, who bats .345 on the season. Starting things off, takes that first pitch high for a ball. Willis in the circle is 3-2 on the year. She has a 3.63 ERA. And that's going to be a foul ball, so 1-1 now will be the count here on Thompson. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and no outs is Sarah Kate starting us off here. See the infield in at an extreme in this situation. Anticipating the slap hit out of skate. 1-1 pitch. That one catches the outside corner. 1-2 now is the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Thompson, Day Jones, and Smith scheduled up here in the top of the first. And this one's going to be hit to the shortstop, scoops it up, throws it over in time for the out, 6-3. And that'll be the first out of the inning. And now this will be Sammy Day Jones coming to the plate here. Day Jones playing in center field. She's batting .316 on the season. And so the Indians trying to see if they can get some of those runs back, giving up in the top half of the inning. Is that pitch high and outside for a ball? So they've played 1 in baseball. It's still scoreless in Goodman. Is that pitch missing high and outside for a ball? So 2-0 now is the count here to Day Jones. This one hit, foul back and out of play. 2-1 now is the count. Remind you, if you want to keep up with baseball as we go throughout the day, you can follow us on Twitter at Let's Go ICC. This one's hit hard, and it's going to get through for a base hit. Nice job there by Day Jones to come in and grab the first hit of the day. Just went with what she gave her. Right back up the middle. And now this will bring up the DP, Jesse Smith. Smith batting .370 on the season. You got trouble right here as Smith, Tyree, and Rippey can all hit for power in that 3-4-5 spot. And this one popped up, and the giving chase to the far side is going to get out of play, so that'll go for a strike. So 0-1 now is the count here to Jesse Smith. So no balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. There is a runner at first for ICC. Holmes leading this one 2-0. That pitch high Runner was going real quick, though, popped up. The catcher, and that is going to be Jones. So now the count evens up at 1-1 with one out. Bottom of the first. That pitch just high for a ball. And 2-1 now goes the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. This one hit hard, but right at the shortstop, it gets through. And that's going to allow the runner to go from first to third. Now there's going to be a little bit of rundown situation. And the run will score. And they will eventually get the runner out. But they do get the run in. E6 on the play. Runner eventually scored on the throw, and that would be 8-6 to 3 to 4. Yeah, I'm not going to write that down on that put out. Just a lot of relaying there. So now with 2 outs in the inning, this is going to be a slow roller. Shortstop gets to it. Throw over is in time as the infield umpire has a little flair for dramatics as he took his time there. But 6-3 on the putout will end the inning. But the Indians do get 1 run back there. It's 2-1 after 1 complete here in Fulton. We're going to take a break and come back with the top of the second right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to start the top of the second inning here. It'll be Willis, Annalie Jones, and Nira Bell scheduled up here for the Bulldogs. Swings on this one, and it's going to get through for a hit. 3rd hit of the game here for the Bulldogs. As right now the Bulldogs doing a good job of putting them where they ain't, when they're making contact. And now this will be Jones, the catcher, coming to the plate.
Now at bat, number 26, Annalie Jones.
Jones, who is catching, she's batting .340 coming into this doubleheader. So she'll dig in with no outs and a runner at first. Holmes leading 2-1. This pitch popped up, first baseman giving chase, and makes the play. We'll have to wait to kind of judge by the reaction of the crowd as that one gets out of my point of view. And so with 1 out now, this is going to be Bell coming to the plate. Bell batting .275 on the year. She's playing third base. Shows bunt, pulls back and takes it for strike 1. 0-1 is the count here to Bell. So runner at first, that is Willis, who singled to right field to start the inning. Actually on the first pitch of the inning. As this is going to be a foul ball after it bounced back and hits the batter. That'll go for strike 2. So Nira Bell at the plate, batting in that 8th spot. Michaela Crowley will be up next. That pitch high for a ball. Couldn't get her to chase one there. As now the count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at first. We're in the top of the second, 2-1. Bulldogs with the lead. This one hit hard, flare out to right field. Right fielder's going to give chase, can't get to it. It'll be down for extra bases. They're going to relay it in, and the runner will stay at third. Second extra base hit of the game here for the Bulldogs. 4th hit of the game as we come down to the number 9 batter.
Number 4, Michaela Crowley.
As Crowley now will come to the plate with runners on second and third. Looks like they're wanting a new ball as outfield a little soggy out there as we've had some rain and there's not a whole lot of sun over the last few days to be able to help dry things up. And so getting the new ball in play here. 1 out, runners at second and third after that double by Bell out to right center. Shows bunt, and it's going to be safe down the first baseline as they wanted to hold on to it to make sure the runner wasn't going to try to score from third, and that'll be an infield single for Crowley, and now bases are loaded. So we go back to the top of the lineup here, and this is going to be Laney Phillips coming to the plate. Laney hit a line drive out to center field that was trailing away from the center fielder, dropped for a double, eventually came around to score. And so a big-time opportunity here for the Bulldogs. That pitch in there for a strike. Well, right now, if you're the Indians, you would love to turn a Little Caesars double play here. But if not, you want to try to get that cut down that run coming home on anything hit to the infield. That one in there for a strike, and Imrob now ahead in the count 0-2. So waiting the 0-2 pitch here from Robinson. Bases full of the Bulldogs here with 1 out in the top of the second. And that pitch just missing outside. They're going to appeal, but really can't appeal to the left side of the field. I do agree that she did not go. 1-2 now is the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out is the situation here. Rob getting set to deliver the pitch. There's a slow roller to the shortstop, and they are going to come home with it. And they're going to say the ball was down on the throw, so an error on the play. That's what the Indians were looking for there, but unfortunately could not cash in on that one. And the Bulldogs take advantage of the second error of the game, and it's still bases loaded here with only 1 out. So E6 on the play allows the run to score. So that pitch in there for a strike. 3-1 now is the score. That was Willis that came across to score for the Bulldogs. And off-speed pitch, and they throw down to third, not in time. 0-2 now is the count. Good throw to third, though. Runner just got back before the tag was applied. 0-2 now is the count here to Edwards. She reached on an error and scored back in the first. So waiting the 0-2 pitch here. And this one, check swing. There's 1 and 2. So a nice job there getting the Little Caesars double play. That's the double play, so it should be it. As she stepped on the bag, they tagged the runner going to third, called her out there, so 6 unassisted double play basically as she stepped on second as well. As there's a conversation talking here, and we're going to see what they talk about in this situation. Well, the bases were loaded, so they called the runner out going from second to third. And then she stepped on the bag before the runner got there. Let's go back and just double check this play here. And they're going to continue to talk about this one between the umpires and the head coach, Embry, of Holmes, as it was a check swing. There's the tag, and there's the step on the bag. There's no question about it there. And the officials say the double play does stand. And so now the Indians find themselves in a 3-1 hole here. We're going to take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents, not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet, a famous speed solver,
Piece of cake.
a noted cheese connoisseur.
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the bottom of the second inning where ICC trails it 3-1 here to Holmes in game one. His first pitch popped up and it's going to drift back and get out of play for strike one. This is Rain Rippey, Haley Alberson, and Hannah Grace Gillian scheduled up. Rippey playing first base. She's batting .375 on the year. Trying to get the Indians' bats fired up here, as Holmes has been able to cash in on a couple of errors today to take this 2-run advantage. And this one popped up to the right side. Right fielder's going to camp underneath it and squeeze it for the out. One of those kind of jammed her up a little bit that time as she popped that one up and out to right field. And so now this is, with one out, Haley Alberson coming to the plate. So Alberson will dig in, trying to get the bats going here for the Indians. ICC only one hit on the afternoon so far. That belongs to Sammy Day Jones. Holmes has 5 hits so far. As that pitch finds the corner for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. So you have 5 hits, a couple of errors by the Indians. ICC did get that double play by Allie Beckley to end the inning to get out of that one with not too much damage done. As that pitch high for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. Alberson, a .319 batter on the year. Swings on this one, pops it up. Center fielder is going to be able to come over and make the play for out number 2. Well, the Indians have got a good bat on the ball, just popping everything up right now. And so now this will be Hannah Grace Gillian, the right fielder, batting a team-high .417 on the season. It's going to try to see if she can get a 2-out rally going here. Holmes, however, wants to get a quick 3-up, 3-down inning and see if they get those bats back to the plate that have been red hot today. That pitch missing low for a ball. Gillian playing in right field. Hits this one, pops it up. Center fielder's jogging back, but will make the play a step in front of the warning track. And the Indians go 3-up, 3-down there in the second. A quick home half of the second. It's 3-1. Holmes with the lead as we'll head to the top of the third inning. ICC trailing the Bulldogs 3-1. Back with more right after this. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the third inning. It's been all Bulldogs so far. They've got 5 hits. They lead it 3-1. It'll be the 3, 4, 5 batters due up. Kennard, Favre, and Knight.
Number 5, Leah Kennard.
Kennard struck out swinging in her first at bat. Bulldogs loaded the bases, but it was a Little Caesars double play that helped the Indians get out of that jam with only 1 run scored. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. So 0-1 is the count. So that pitch drifts high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs as Kennard, the DP, starting us off here. That pitch falls off the table a bit too soon. 2-1 now is the count here to Kennard. So 2 balls and 1 strike. There's a hit right back up the middle, and the hits just keep coming here for the Bulldogs. As they say, hitting is contagious. Well, that has been the case so far here, as that is the 6th hit of the game. And now this will be Favre coming to the plate. She's batting .411 on the year, but did ground out 4-3 in her first appearance of the game. She's playing first base. Looks at that pitch low for a ball. You got Kennard at first. She's got 5 stolen bases on 6 attempts. Shows bunt, lays it down. It's a perfect one. Only 1 play, and that's to first. And they do zip it to second. That's going to be a sacrifice bunt there. 1-3 on the putout.
Now batting for Holmes, number 2, Macy Knight.
And so now with 1 out, this will bring Macy Knight to the plate. Macy had an RBI single, was thrown out trying to steal to end the first. So now with a runner at second, another RBI opportunity here for Knight. That pitch missing low for a ball. She came into this series batting .273 on the year. So 1-0 is the count here to Knight, the shortstop. And she's going to pull that one foul and even things up now at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at second. We're in the top of the third inning. ICC trailing 3-1 here to the Holmes Bulldogs in this conference doubleheader. This is game 1 of 2 this afternoon. One pitch. That one missing low for a ball. There'll be no rest for the weary for the Indians as they'll host Gulf Coast tomorrow. Be right back here on the red channel for that one. Swing and a miss. Just couldn't quite make up her mind what she wanted to do on that one. That was a drop ball that kind of just fell off the table a bit too soon. She couldn't check her swing and tried to reach out to make contact, but missed. 2-2 now is the count here on Knight. So Robinson's 2-2 offering. That pitch high for a ball. Nice job there by Tyree to keep that one in front of her as she reached up and snagged that one. Runner took a healthy jump over there at second, so now the count goes 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at second here for the Bulldogs, who lead 3-1. This one's ripped, and it's going to be a fair ball, fair by inches, and it's going to be another extra base hit here for the Bulldogs. And Holmes takes a 4-1 lead. Second hit, second RBI of the day for Knight, as Kennard comes around to score.
Now batting number 22, Ellie Willis.
And now this will be Willis, who is pitching today. She singled and scored a run. That was in the second inning. So the Bulldogs now have put runs on the board on all 3 innings so far. That pitch missing for a ball. 1-0 is the count. This one's going to be foul, out of play. 1-1 now is the count here on Willis. After 2 complete, ICC leading Holmes in baseball 2-0. So that pitch missing low and outside for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. So waiting the 2-1 offering here from M. Rob. And that's going to be a foul ball. And 2-2 now is the count. Winds kind of calm, blowing it basically in from right field to the third base dugout, if you will. So waiting the 2-2 pitch here. M. Rob set to deliver. And send it inside, missing for a ball. The way the wind's blowing, typically when it starts blowing in towards the field, is when rain starts to move into the area. So hopefully it will hold off until tomorrow night. As 3-2 now is the count. And walked her. First walk of the afternoon here by M. Rob, and now runners on first and second with only 1 out now, and this is going to be Annalie Jones, the catcher. She popped up in foul territory and was put out by the first baseman in her only at bat so far in the contest. So 1 out, runners on first and second here for the Bulldogs. They lead at 4-1. That pitch right down the middle for a strike. So 0-1 is the count here to Jones. She's batting .340 coming into this series. Rips this one, and it's up the middle. That's going to go for another base hit, and that's going to score another run. And they're going to get the runner from first to third. And the Bulldogs, well, they brought the hitting sticks today. As that will be hit number 8 on the afternoon, and runners on the corners here for the Bulldogs. And it looks like the Indians are going to have a quick meeting here in the circle. We'll take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And from my family,
Roll Tribe! This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy.
And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza, pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we do have a couple of changes here to the lineup for the Indians. As new pitcher in the game here is Haley Alberson. The throw from first to second is in time. Second time today the Indians have cut the runner down trying to steal. Did not try to go from third home on the play, so a break there, if you will, for the Indians. So I was totally waiting for that one to score a run once she threw it. 1-0 is the count. Is that pitch missing outside for a ball? 2-0 now is the count here to Nira Bell. So Haley Alberson now the pitcher. New third baseman in the game is Avery Wolf for ICC. Is that pitch missing outside? 3-0 now is the count. So 3-0 the count here to Bell. You imagine she'll be taking the whole way this time. She was. Pitch right down the middle for a strike. 3-1 now is the count. There is 2 outs in the inning. 3-1 pitch coming. That one also taking. It's right down the middle. 3-2 now the count here. Indians would love to find the exit to get out of this inning with minimum damage done. Bulldogs looking for a clutch 2-out hit here out of third baseman Bell. And she fouls it off and will stay at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. So the 3-2 offering. This one hit, fouled out of play, and we'll stay at 3-2 once again. So a runner at third. That is Knight, who doubled in a run. Bell is at the plate. Hammers this one, and it's going to go foul. So 3-2 will stay the count here on Bell. Alberson in the circle, replacing Robinson. And that one's fouled off, and we'll stay at 3-2. Nice little battle we got going here between Alberson and Bell. So the count stays 3-2 with 2 outs and a runner at third. Holmes up in this one 5-1. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there by Alberson to get the Indians out of the inning, but the Bulldogs strike for 2 more. They lead it 5-1. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy.
And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza, pizza.
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we shift now to the bottom of the third inning. It'll be the 8-9-1 batters due up here for ICC. Bailey Ware, Allie Beckley, and then back to the top of the lineup in Sarah Kate Thompson. Well, this game one has been long to the Bulldogs here as that pitch missing missing outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. ICC only one hit so far in the contest. 8 for the Bulldogs. 5-1 is your score here as we're in the bottom of the third. Ball gets loose from the bullpen, so they call time. Matter of fact, the Bulldogs are just one batter away from going through their lineup twice. ICC has not been to the lineup once yet. That pitch low and outside for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. Well, it turned out to be a nice day today here at the ballpark. Still a little bit chilly, but a light jacket should do. As the 2-0 pitch coming. That's going to be hit, and it's going to get by and diving shortstop, who was in on the infield that time, and give Ware a hit. The second hit of the day for the Indians. And now this will bring up Allie Beckley. So the Indians trying to get something going here, trailing 5-0 in the bottom of the third. Beckley will dig in, infield's in with her as well. That first pitch across for a strike. 0-1 is the count. I say the infield's in with her, just the left side. The third baseman creeping up, shortstop coming in as well. Second baseman back, normal depth. First about even with the bag. And that one finds the corner for a strike. 0-2 now. As Ellie Willis been lights out today in the circle for the Bulldogs. Not necessarily killing you with speed, but just hitting her spots consistently. That time couldn't get her to go fish for one. That was outside. 1-2 now is the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs, and a runner at first in Bailey Ware. This is Allie Beckley at the plate here for the Indians. This one, check swing, pop up, second baseman. Center fielder, though, is going to come in and make the play. And that'll be for out number 1. Well, second baseman had a good feed on it, but a smart play by the center fielder who was charging in with momentum coming towards the ball to call her off and collect the out. And so now with 1 out in the inning, this will send us back to the top of the lineup with Sarah Cape Thompson. Thompson shows bunt. Runner goes to second without an issue there. Pitch was called a strike. As they say, she did attempt at the bunt. 0-1 is the count. 1 out in the inning here. Thompson at the plate. She's second baseman. Shows bunt, pulls back, and takes that one high outside for a ball. See the third baseman. She's been busy today as ICC likes to play some small ball. Got some slap hitters. Not wearing a mask over there on that third base side. Shows bunt, that ball in the dirt. 2-1 now is the count. Ware almost daring the catcher to throw the ball. As 2-1 now is the count. Skate bunts that one, but it goes foul. 2-2 now is the count. Ware had a great jump on the ball there, as any play at third would have not been possible. It only would have been one option, was to go to first with it, but now the count goes 2-2. And Skate fouls this one off down the third base line. And 2-2 now goes the count. Coach Ernest Hacky Sack days came into play there. She kicked that one up to herself and caught it. Count stays at 2-2 here on Skate. That pitch outside. I like Jones. That pitch was in the middle of the other batter's box, but still took the time to frame it back in the strike zone. 3-2 now is the count here. ICC needs base runners as they trail this one 5-1 here in the bottom of the third. This one's going to be fouled off into the dugout, and nobody hit there for Holmes as they were all kind of standing up towards the net. So we'll stay at 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, one out. Runner at second. That's Ware who singled and stole second. And this is going to be a slow roller. Shortstop's going to scoop it up, makes the play over. No, drops the ball, and that's going to allow a run to score for the Indians. Well, the first error of the day, and the Indians able to cash in. As it's 3-2 now.
Number 1, Sammy Day Jones.
E3 on the play as the throw was in plenty of time. Just dropped the ball. And now this is going to bring up Sammy Day Jones. She singled and scored a run back in the first inning. Thompson is at first. Jones shows bunt, pulls back, but takes it for a strike. So 0-1 is the count here. Center fielder trying to spark the bats of the Indians. They only got 2 hits on the day. She shows bunt, pushes it forward. Going to be a tough play. Third baseman throws down in time. And the runner advances to second.
Now batting for ICC, number 24.
Great play by the third baseman to retire Jones. Runner does advance in that situation. Now there's 2 outs in the inning. And this is going to be Smith. She reached on an error. This is that first pitch high for a ball. But you got good speed on the bases here, and Thompson, who is at second right now. So anything down to the gaps to the outfield or gets through the infield, it's going to score a run. With 2 outs here in the inning, she's going to be going on contact. As that pitch paints the outside corner for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Smith, the DP. One offering coming here. This one popped up. The fielder's going to jog in and make the play. The Indians get 1 run back, but can't get anything going yet again as ICC trails it 5-2 after 3 complete. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. CagleEyeCenter.com.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now as we move to the top of the 4th inning, it'll be the 9-1-2 batters due up here for the Bulldogs. Crowley, Phillips, and Edwards scheduled up. Alberson is in the circle here for the Indians. This pitch fouled off for strike 1. She replaced Imrob in the 3rd inning with 1 out. So Imrob went 2 1/3. Avery Wolf is in playing third base. That's where Albertson had started the game. As this is going to be a ground ball to Wolf. Wolf's throw is not in time. Beat it by a step there as Crowley, gets her second hit of the day. 9th hit of the game here.
Number 12, Laney Phillips.
Well, whatever the Bulldogs ate on the way here, they want to do that every game. They have knocked the cover off the ball today. 9 hits, 3 of those going for extra bases. That pitch in there for a strike as we go back to the top of the lineup here in Laney Phillips. She doubled and scored a run. She reached on a fielder's choice that had an error attached to it that allowed a run to score. That was back in the second inning. Lays this bunt down, it goes foul, and 0-2 now is the count. So no balls and 2 strikes. Albertson gets set to deliver. That pitch missing outside for a ball. Not a bad spot to miss, especially with the 0-2 count. See if you couldn't get her to chase one that time, and if she did, either swing and a miss or just a foul ball in that case. As there's a slow roller. Albertson's only going to have one play, and it's to first. Score that one 1-3 on the putout. Runner does advance in that situation.
Now batting number 13, Chrissy Edwards.
And so now this will bring Chrissy Edwards to the plate. She hit it into a double play. It was contested by the coaches, but Beckley tagged the runner trying to advance to third and then stepped on second to turn a unassisted Little Caesars double play to end the second. She also reached on an error and scored a run as that pitch in there for a strike. That was back in the first inning. So 0-1 is the count here to Edwards. This pitch popped up, back and out of play. And that'll go for a strike. 0-2 now is the count. There's one out in the inning. Runner at second. Swinging and a miss for strike 3. Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout there. Second of the game for Albertson. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. Find out why by visiting renaissancebank.com. Now 2 outs, and this is Kennard coming to the plate. She is 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a run scored. She struck out swinging in her first at bat. Takes that pitch high for a ball. 1-0 is the count. That pitch just missing low. 2-0 now is the count. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. And that one hurt. That one comes inside and hits Kennard. And that ball bounced off far away from Kennard. As that one looks like it may have caught her on the kneecap there. Nothing malicious by any sense of the matter. Just going to give her a chance to walk this one off and may get a runner in this situation for her. Our coach is going to talk to the umpire here to give her, we're going to get a runner in this situation, as this is going to be number 14. That is Reese Page, who is the flex player coming in to run in this situation. So now you'll have runners at first and second with 2 outs. And this will bring Favre to the plate. So training staff for ICC, Josh Holt over there checking things out. And like I said, you heard the thud and you saw how far the ball flew after hitting her, so that one did not feel good at all. This first pitch popped up, Wolf giving chase, and it's going to hit on top of the third base dugout, get out of play for strike 1. Well, was worried there for a second because the young lady's getting her knee looked out. That one hit right above where she was at. As Favre don't like the bat, so she wants to get a different one here. And don't want that one either, but now they're getting her squared away. So 0-1 is the count after that foul ball by the first baseman. Runners on first and second here for the Bulldogs. Swing and a miss for strike two. 0-2 now is the count. Two away, 0-2 is the count. Pitch coming. That one missing outside for a ball, 1-2. Now is the count here to Favre. So 1-2. The count with runners on first and second. That one missing low and outside. Took neither to chase there. Count evens up now at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners on base. We're in the top of the 4th inning with Holmes leading 5-2. Grounder up the middle, and it's going to get through, and that's going to score another run. Well, that's just been the tell of the tape today, folks. The Bulldogs putting them where they ain't. And that's another timely hit there, coming with 2 outs in the inning as the runner scores. And the Bulldogs now take a 6-2 lead.
Now batting, number 2, Macy Knight.
And this will be Macy Knight. This is trouble. Macy is 2 for 2 on the day. She's got a double and a single and 2 RBIs. She was caught trying to steal to end the first inning. That first pitch missing for a ball. That one falls off the table a bit too soon. 2-0 now is the count. So 2 balls and no strikes, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Ground ball. It's going to be a foul ball, and they go for a strike down the first base side. So now the count 2-1 here on Macy Knight. So waiting Alberson's pitch here. That one in there for a strike. That even things up now at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. This is where the Bulldogs have been dangerous. They've been able to come up with some timely hits with 2 strikes against them. And there's strike 3. Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout there. 3rd of the game as Knight just could not check her swing as she chased one high and outside. But the Bulldogs, they add another run to the board as they lead it 6-2. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we now move to the bottom of the 4th inning. ICC trailing this one 6-2. Well, the softball team may not have their hitting sticks today, but the baseball team does. Jackson Settlemyers hit a 2-run home run to give ICC a 9-1 lead over Holmes. That, I believe, was in the 5th inning. That is the case. Top of the 5th inning there, so ICC leading that one 9-1. That first pitch is a ball. There's a shot, but right at the shortstop, and the throw over, a little tall, but a stretch will get it. And that's just been the case today, folks, and not taking anything away from Holmes, because Holmes is getting it done. Holmes, when they hit the ball, it's the little CNI single that gets through the infield. ICC hits it, and it's right at someone. And for the second time today, Riley Tyree has been retired by the shortstop. And this is going to bring up Rain Rippey, who flew out on a routine fly ball out to right field. Takes that first pitch high, but called a strike. So 0-1 is the count here to Tyree. She's playing first base today here for the Indians. And can't catch up on the rise ball there. 0-2 now is the count. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. That pitch high and inside, 1-2 now is the count here to Rain Rippey. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. ICC trailing this one 6-2. So that pitch outside, 2-2 now is the count. 1 out, nobody on here for the Indians. As off speed drifts high, 3-2 now is the count. So the count goes full at 3-2. Right now, if you're ICC, you'll take a walk in this situation. You got to get base runners on to start chipping into this 4-run lead. This ball popped up. Shortstop calling everyone off, and will make the play just a couple of steps inside fair territory. And that will be out number 2.
Now batting for ICC, number 18.
And now this is going to bring up Haley Alberson to the plate. Alberson, who is the pitcher, but not the pitcher of record in this one, but could really get things going here for the Indians. As she takes that pitch low and inside for a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Indians haven't been very patient. That was the first time in a while that they worked the count to 3-2. As that pitch drifts high, 2-0 now is the count. But even then, Holmes was able to get the pop-up to the shortstop for the second out of the inning. So Alberson hits this one high. Center fielder will drift back and will come in and make the play for the out. Indians go 3 up, 3 down, just what the Bulldogs wanted there. As the Indians' bats continue to struggle here, as we'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me. And the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance. And I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want. And I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. CagleEyeCenter.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as Holmes coming to the bat in the top of the 5th. They lead it 6-2. And this will be Ellie Willis, Annalie Jones, and Nira Bell scheduled up here for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs have played a complete game so far. 10 hits as that pitch paints the corner for a strike. And really the only 2 errors, the only way ICC has scored today has been off the 2 errors that they have committed defensively. Other than that, they have been lights out defensively today to keep the Indians' bats quiet. So that pitch missing low and outside for a ball. As you look at it, Willis right now, she came in with a 3.2 record, 3.63 ERA, and hasn't struck out a batter. So that pitch missing outside, 2-1. She came in on the season, second on the team with 23 strikeouts. She has struggled with 21 walks, but has not walked anybody today, and that one's going to be a flare down the side and actually hits the pole and skips into not the dugout. Thought it bounced back in the dugout, but either way it goes. 2-2 now is the count. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Fourth Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for Haley. That is her 14th of the season. This is her 7th appearance of the year. Coming into it, she had pitched 13 1/3, given up 15 hits, 10 runs, 9 of those earned. She had walked 9, struck out 10. As swing and a miss there on that high pitch. She had a 4.72 ERA. That pitch inside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Robinson still on the hook here for the Indians. Just, you come to the ballpark and you run into days like this where everything seems to go right for one team and not so much for the other team. And for the Bulldog fans, they're loving it today. There's a hard hit ground ball. Shortstop gets it. Beckley throws it over. A little bit of a low throw, but scoops it up and gets the out. 6-3 for the second out of the inning. And now this will bring Bell to the plate. Bell is 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a double. She struck out to end the third in her previous at-bat. So waiting, this first pitch is going to be high and outside for a ball. Well, I think that's really been the difference at the plate today. Holmes has been patient, has worked themselves into some hitters counts, and when they do, they bet them to put them where they ain't, as we say, as that pitch looked inside but called a strike. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Bell at the dish here for the Bulldogs. Fouls that one off. 1-2 now is the count. The Indians looking for an exit. See if they can find something, anything. A bucket of KFC if you have to out there in the dugout to wake up the bats. There's that ball missing low. 2-2 now is the count. So waiting the 2-2 offering here from Haley. And this one's going to be a slow roller to the second baseman. Easy toss over for the putout. 4-3, and for the first time today, the Indians get a 3-up, 3-down inning out of the Bulldogs. Can ICC find the bats? We'll find out when we come back with the bottom half of the 5th, right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
When I think of ICC, I think about home.
The moment I stepped on campus, I knew it was a perfect fit.
It helped me find my true self.
It has opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed.
Everyone here wants you to succeed.
I was able to get involved here and make a real difference.
I've met my closest friends here. There's something for everyone to be involved with.
I've gained skills to succeed in the workforce.
It's been the best experience.
So when are you going to get me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning now. For ICC, it'll be the 7, 8, 9 batters due up. Hannah Grace Gillian, the right fielder, will start us off here. She flew out to center in her only at bat so far. Takes a look at that first pitch, high for a ball. 1-0 is the count. So Gillian, Ware, and Beckley scheduled up here for the Indians in the bottom of the 5th. ICC needs to start stringing together some hits here, so they're starting to run out of outs. As that pitch paints the corner for a strike. As Coach Paul Johnson not necessarily agreeing with that one. As 1-1 now is the count. So that pitch just high for a ball. 2-1 now. The count here to Gillian. So waiting the 2-1 offering. And gets her to chase one on the inside. 2-2 now is the count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs as Hannah Grace is starting us off here in the bottom of the 5th. That pitch goes high for a ball. 3-2 now is the count. As we talked about, ICC has not worked very many counts into a 3-2 situation. As Hannah Grace with the opportunity here. Hits that one, but right at the second baseman. Routine play. 4-3 for the putout. Well, stop me if you've heard me say that before. Everything today the Indians have hit has been right at them. Playing at 'em ball, if you will. As second baseman just had to slide just a little bit to her left to scoop that one up and get the out. And so now this will be Bailey Ware. She singled, stole the base, and scored a run. Takes that first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. The last time she was at bat, the infield was in tight. This time they're kind of leaving the shortstop back a little bit. As this swung on and pops up into the bullpen for strike 2. So 0-2 now is the count. We'll relay this one back into the home plate umpire. So 0-2 is the count here to Ware. And she fouls that one off. And we'll stay at 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Willis has pitched to Jim so far here for the Bulldogs. This is going to be a down the line foul. We'll stay at 0-2 once again. She's given up 2 hits. Last hit was to Ware, and that was back in the 3rd inning. Other than an error, she has retired 6 of the last batters she has faced with ease. As Ware pops this one up, and it's going to drop in front of the right fielder. Not going to get away far enough for her to be able to advance. So that will be the second hit of the day for Ware. And now this will bring Beckley to the plate. So Ware has figured out the riddle that is Willis, but her teammates kind of struggling with it so far. And so Beckley, who was a member of the basketball team, takes that first pitch high for a ball. This is her 6th game that she has played this season. Time in the action as catcher had something in her eye. First pitch high for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Runner at second with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. ICC trailing 6-2. That pitch paints the corner for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at first. Beckley, she flew out to center. Show bunt for a second, then pulled back and took that pitch high for a ball. Tell you what, if she can find something that either hits up the middle or over the head of the second baseman, now the right fielder kind of shifting over a little bit more, but they are shading her to extreme left. Center fielder almost playing in the gap. That pitch paints the corner for a strike. 2-2 now is the count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at first for the Indians. That one missing for a ball. Holmes fans wanted that one for strike 3, didn't get it. Now the count goes full once again at 3-2. So Beckley will dig in here. 3-2 count. Lays it down. Third baseman bobbles it, and ICC will get on via the error. Third error of the day. As she just lost grip of the softball when she came up to throw. As Beckley does have good speed. And so now with 1 out now, this is going to bring up Sarah Kate Thompson. She is 0 for 2 in the day. Did reach on an error in her last at bat. Bulldogs do have someone up in the bullpen, just in case they're needed here. So Thompson will dig in with 1 out, runners on first and second. Shows bunt, attempts at it. Are they going to say no? She pulled back on it. So apparently a ball. I thought she attempted at it. And I think that's what coach is going to ask as well. Well, he didn't show a strike. And this one's going to be laid down. Third baseman's only got 1 play, and it's going to be in time to get the out.
Now batting number 1, Sammy Davis.
Runners do advance in that situation. And so now with 2 outs in the inning, this is going to be Sammy Day Jones coming to the plate. So the Indians need a 2-out hit here. Day Jones is 1 for 2 in the afternoon with a single, a run scored. Grounded out 5-3 in her previous at bat. It's that first pitch high for a ball. So 1-0 is the count here to Jones. Indians would love to find something down to the gap here in the outfield to possibly score 2. So that pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. The Indians need to take advantage here. They finally got the Bulldogs with no runs on the board in the top half of the inning. As this pitch fouled back and out of play, 1-2 now is the count. So a chance to trim into that lead at 6-2 here in the bottom of the 5th in favor of the Bulldogs. 2 outs in the inning. A lot of speed on the bases right now as runners on second and third for the Indians. That pitch goes high, and great job there by Jones to climb the ladder and keep that one from getting to the net. If it does, runners advance and the run scores easily in that case. So now 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Runners at second and third here for the Indians. Day Jones pops this one back and out of play, and we'll stay at 2-2. Well, this is a clutch moment of the game, both for the Indians and the Bulldogs. Holmes trying to get out of the inning with no damage done. ICC trying to spark a 2-out rally like we've seen a couple of times today out of the Bulldogs. Day Jones at the plate, awaiting the 2-2 offering. Takes that one high, and now the count goes full at 3-2. The Indians have been much more patient the last few at-bats to get to this 3-2 situation. And Jones fouls this one back and out of play. We got to get a little battle at the plate here. Indians trail at 6-2. We're in the bottom of the 5th. 3-2 is the count here on Day Jones. There is 2 outs. We've got runners at second and third. Anything down to the outfield will score a pair of runs with Beckley and Ware on the bases. That's a lot of speed. There's going to be a line drive, and it's going to get through. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score, and a clutch single there with 2 outs in the inning by Day Jones. That's what we said. Indians had a lot of speed on the bases with 2 outs. You knew they weren't going to check them up. And so a 2-run single there. And ICC is starting to climb their way back into this one. And now this is going to be Smith, who is 0 for 2 on the day. Coming to the plate, she's representing the tying run here in the bottom of the 5th. And they're going to say she offered at that one, strike 1. You got Day Jones at first, who just reached on her 2nd hit of the day. That drove in a pair of runs. There's the one up the middle. Shortstop's going to step on the bag and record the out. But the Indians do get 2 runs back in the inning.
For the Indians in the bottom of the 5th.
As
2 runs on 2 hits.
We will take a break and be back with the top of the 6th. Can ICC make a rally? We'll find out. Back with more right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Tribe!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 6th inning. ICC pushes 2 across on a single by Sammy Day Jones to make it a 6-4 contest. Indians hanging around in this one, as it'll be the 9-1-2 batter scheduled up here for the Bulldogs. Crowley will start us off, and she has been a tough out today for the Indians. And there's a 1 hopper back to the pitcher. 1-3 on the put out there for out number 1. First time she's been retired, as she had a couple of singles and a run scored before that. Now we go back to the top of the lineup here. And Phillips, she is 1 for 3 on the day. She did reach on a fielder's choice. Had an error at home plate. Grounded out 1-3 in her previous at bat, but she did double and score a run back in the first inning. Takes that first pitch high for a ball. 1-0 is the count here to Phillips. Pops this one straight back behind us, and we'll get out of play, and that'll go for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out here. Top of the 6th inning, 6-4. Bulldogs leading the Indians. So that one just skips across, gets away, nobody on base to have to worry about there. Now the count goes 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Here to Phillips. She's playing center field this afternoon. And that pitch high for a ball. ICC fans not a big fan of that call there, but good eye on the part of Phillips to make the count now go 3-1. Three-1 pitch coming. That one right down the middle for a strike, taking the whole way that time. 3-2 now is the count. So waiting the 3-2 offering here from Alberson. Grounder, and it's over the head of the shortstop. And it's going to roll to the fence, and that'll go for another extra base hit for the Bulldogs. The 2nd double of the day off the bat of Phillips. And that is the 11th hit of the game for the Bulldogs. 4th for extra bases. And now we'll go to the number 2 batter. This is going to be Chrissy Edwards. Edwards 0 for 3 on the day. Did reach on an error back in the first and scored. So that pitch right down the middle for a strike here to Edwards. Struck out swinging in her last at bat. Hit into a double play that was all Allie Beckley to end the second. And quickly heading the count now is Alberson as this 0-2. So waiting the 0-2 offering here. That pitch outside, not a bad spot to miss. Got her thinking about swinging that time, but was able to hold off on it. 1-2 now is the count. So the 1-2 pitch coming. That one in the dirt. And now they're going to have a rundown situation here, but the runner's going to get there without an issue. And so a heads-up base running there by the Bulldogs gets her over to third with 1 out in the inning here. And she took a healthy lead to third, drew the throws to second when she took a fake step back and then dove into the bag in time to beat the throw. This one right back to the pitcher. Throw over is in time. Not in time. Never saw a signal given there, but by the time I looked up, I saw nothing but sun. So we'll call that a hit there for Edwards. As that one was quickly right back to the pitcher. She just got her glove up in enough time to knock it down, and the speed of Edwards able to get her across. That pitch in there for a strike. So this is Kennard at the plate, and time being called here in this situation. Maybe getting a runner in for the Bulldogs, or okay, so this is Kennard is re-entering because she was the one that got hit in the knee. And so they are re-entering her into the contest as Page came in to run for her in the previous at-bat. So 0-1 is the count here to Kennard. Runners on the corners here for the Bulldogs. Runner goes, and they cut the throw off to see if the runner was going to try to score from third on the throw. So that'll be a stolen base for Edwards. So that pitch high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. So that pitch missing outside. 2-1 now. The count here to Leah Kennard. Well, good to see Kennard back in the lineup as we talked about. She is the DP. Took a hard pitch off her knee. And she was able to shake that off and re-enter here. That pitch missing inside. 3-1 now is the count. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bulldogs trying to get back a couple of them runs they gave up in the bottom half of the 5th here. As there's going to be a grounder. And the throw home is in time. Well, you don't draw it up that way, but you get it, as that was a 3 unassisted to 2 Little Caesars double play. And coach is going to come out and argue the call on this one, as it was a bang-bang play, but the Indians benefit from the call there, and ICC will head to the top of the 6th. Let's hear from Little Caesars and be back with more right after this.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the bottom of the 6th inning. ICC trying to spark a little bit of a rally here. They got a Little Caesars double play to end the inning. Second Little Caesars double play of the day. And now to be the 4, 5, 6 batters due up. This is going to be Riley Tyree to start things off here for the Indians. Swings in the first pitch he sees. Third baseman eats it up. Throws over is an error. Way off the mark there. And they'll award her second with the ball getting into the dugout. E5 on the play. And that has just been the tough spot for the Bulldogs today. That is their 4th error of the contest. And it's a big one as the runner will advance to second after the ball gets away. And it looks like ICC is going to make some moves here with their lineup. Probably going to send in a runner in this case as Rain Rippey will come to the plate. And we will have a runner coming in here for ICC. This is going to be number 7, Tamaya Martin. Martin will come in to run.
Now at bat for ICC, number 17, Rain Rippey.
Rippey representing the tying run here for the Indians. Martin at second replacing Tyree. Want to get a little bit more speed on the base here, so Indians with no outs and a runner at second. They trail 6-4. And shows the bunt, fouls it off. Strike one. So 0-1 is the count. Rain is 0 for 2 on the day. A fly out to right and a pop up and shallow left to the shortstop as that pitch goes high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. But right now, if you're the Indians, you don't want to get erased off the bases, so might want to get back a little bit quicker in those situations, especially when the catcher starts walking up. 1-1 pitch. Shows bunt, pulls back and takes it for a strike. 1-2 now is the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs in this situation. Bottom of the 6th. ICC trailing by 2 runs. Rippey takes time as she'll step out with a 1-2 count. And there's strike 3. Paints that corner that he's been calling all day today, and that is going to be the first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for Willis. And that's a big one there. And now with 1 out in the inning, this will bring up Haley Alberson to the plate. 1 out and a runner at second. This one ripped down the line and foul. Is that a go for a strike? One of those, I'm just glad the coaches had their heads up over there. That one could have been a bad situation. 0-1 is the count after that foul ball. And this one popped up. Left fielder's going to give chase and will try to make the catch, leaping into the dugout, but drifts a little bit too far out of play. 0-2 now is the count here to Hey. Well, she could really help out here with a base hit. We talked about she's not the pitcher of record, but could get into that situation, especially if she could put one out of the ballpark, which she does have the ability to do. 0-2 pitch. That pitch set up on the outside. That's where they went with it. 1-2 now is the count here to Alberson. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at second here for the Indians. Reaches out, finds a piece of it. Going to be trouble right here. Going to have to hustle down the line, and she'll get there. Well, one of those that if her arms were an inch shorter, that would have been strike 3, but instead was able to find just enough of the ball to get it to roll forward and stay in fair territory. And now the Indians with runners on the corners here with one out. And this is going to be Hannah Grace Gillian coming to the plate here for the Indians. High drama here in the bottom of the sixth. Tying run is at first. Holmes wants to come out and talk things over here and take a quick timeout. Let's take it with them. Back with more right after this.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
Welcome back. No signal of any changes to be made here for the Bulldogs. Just kind of wanting to come in and talk everything over, settle everybody down, know what the situation is with runners on first and third, make them aware of some of the tendencies that ICC may have in these situations. There is one out here in the home half of the sixth inning. Tying run is at first base for the Indians. And Hannah Grace Gillian coming to the plate here in the bottom of the sixth with one out. Well, right now, if you're the Indians, you want to get, for sure, Martin home in this situation to make it a little bit closer if you do have to go to the bottom of the seventh. And so Gillian at the plate. That pitch in the dirt. They're going to snap throw down to third. And so that'll be a free pass over there for Haley. And so now the tying run in scoring position here for the Indians. We're in the bottom of the sixth. That pitch was a strike. 0-1 is the count here to Hannah Grace. Gillian awaiting the pitch. Listen to that pitch high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. You got Martin at third, who's got good speed. That if a ball was to get away, she should be able to score in that situation. 1-1 is the count. This one popped up. Trouble. Center fielder can't get to it. It's going to drop, and it's going to get away, and the runner will head to third. We've got a one-run contest. No, it's tied. And now the Indians are going to head to second. And ICC has tied this thing up here. I was looking down, punching things in here. That's going to go for a hit for Gillian that scored a run. As that was Martin that came around to score. Albertson on a heads-up play. I'm not sure how she came around, but one of those situations, ICC rolled the dice, maybe catching Holmes asleep. And we've got a tie contest at 6. We're going to go try to look back at that one at the end of this inning here. As Ware hits one, it gets past the third baseman, and they will have a runner at third. And that's going to be the case there as you see the shortstop run the ball back to the circle. It's one thing ICC does is really kind of force them to pay attention to make sure they get the ball into the circle. That is the third hit of the day for Bailey Ware. And now this is going to bring Beckley to the plate. Well, the Indians have rallied to tie this at 6, so M-Rob is off the hook here. Albertson, now the pitcher of record for the Indians. And now this is going to be Beckley at the plate with one out. Runners on the corners here for the Indians. That pitch paints the corner. And Ware will head to second without an issue. Her second stolen base of the day. That pitch in there for a strike. Well, the go-ahead run here for the Indians is at third base. Insurance run at second. Of course, those insurance runs being brought to you by Brandon Poland here, your State Farm agent in Itawamba County. That pitch finds the outside corner for a strike. 0-2 now is the count. Well, the Indians would love to get this run across. See if they can close this thing out without having a bat in the bottom of the 7th. Holmes, however, looking for 2 outs here. to get back to the top of the 7th tied. Ground ball, and they're going to throw over to first, and it's going to be in time to throw back to third. Not there. So Beckley is retired. And now this will be Sarah Kate Thompson scheduled up. We'll see if they'll stay that way. Looks like we are going to have a pinch hitter coming in this situation, as this is going to be Julia Shaw. Shaw will come in to bat in place of Thompson.
Number 11, Julia Shaw.
So there is 2 outs in the inning. Julia Shaw will come to replace Thompson, who is 0 for 3 on the day. She did reach on an error. So 2 outs in the inning. Runners at second and third here for the Indians. I know they called her safe at first. Okay, so never mind that. I said there was 2 outs in the inning. So only 1 out in the inning. So a fielder's choice then for Beckley. I thought they threw to first and then went across to third. Is that pitch in there for a strike? Thanks to Michael Upton for clearing that one up for me. Is that pitch across for a strike? So bases loaded here for the Indians with 1 out. Shaw takes that pitch inside and high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. So that'll officially be a fielder's choice for Beckley as they pump through to first, as this one is fouled back, and 1-2 now will be the count. Try to get the runner being aggressive over at third. Well, that explains why I was wondering why the runner didn't attempt to go home in that situation. As that kind of clears everything up now. 1-2 is the count here on Shaw. Shaw hammers this one, is fouling out of play. We'll stay at 1-2. So bases full of Indians as ICC is rallied to score 2 here in the bottom of the 6th to tie it up. 6-all here with the Bulldogs in game 1. 1-2 pitch coming. That one just missing outside. 2-2 now is the count. Got to be careful on those. The umpire has liked that extended corner on the outside today. But a good eye on the part of Shaw to hold off on that one. 2-2 now is the count. Shaw lifts this one. It's going to be down to the gap, and 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. They're going to throw to third, and she's there safely. And the Indians take an 8-6 lead. Shaw with a big-time clutch hit there.
Now batting for ICC, number 1, Sammy Day Jones.
A 2-run double by the Indians. Beckley goes from first to third. And the Indians, wow, what a rally in this one. Had not had a whole lot of life living into these last couple of innings. It had been all Bulldogs, as Sarah Kate Thompson will re-enter here for the Indians to replace Shaw running at second. Still only 1 out in the inning here. ICC up 8-6 in the bottom of the 6th. This is Sammy Day Jones, who has a pair of singles on the day. Takes that first pitch for a strike. She had a 2-run single in her last at bat. She singled and scored a run back in the first. This one hit right back to the pitcher, bounces off her. The run will score, and the runner will be safe at first. And the Indians add another run there. That will go as the 3rd hit of the day, 3rd RBI of the day for Day Jones. And umpire's going to check on Willis. She said she's okay. And now this will be Smith coming to the plate. ICC had 4 hits coming into this inning. They've got 5 in this inning alone. They lead at 9-6. That pitch inside. Called a ball. Runner will easily take second base. As this is Smith, the number 9 batter here in the inning. "1-0 is the count. This one hammered. Center field, back to the wall. No, just off the wall, but it'll work as a sacrifice fly, and the Indians add another run. Well, thought it had enough power to get out of the park there, but just not enough wind. Actually, wind kind of blowing in today. But that will be a sacrifice fly there, and ICC will add the run. That's only 2 outs in the inning. Well, they say it's the 3rd out. Unless they called the runner leaving early on the sacrifice.
She left early? Did she leave early?
That's only 2 outs.
Hey, she left early. She's the 3rd out.
Okay, so got it. So they said she left early. Okay, so that's what it was there. She did leave early on the tag home, and so that will be the 3rd out of the inning. Appreciate my guy Marty clearing that up for us there. So the score will stay 9-6 as we head to the top of the 7th. Can ICC finish off this miraculous rally here? We'll find out as we'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as that is going to be a double to start the inning here for the Bulldogs. And a clutch hit there off the bat of Favre, her 2nd hit of the day, as that one just got down into the gap, not wasting any time jumping on that one.
Number 2, Macy Knight.
And so with no outs and a runner at first, we're going to have a runner coming into this situation here for the Bulldogs. This is Kinley Stewart. So Stewart will come in to run in this situation. It's a 9-6 score. ICC leading this one with no outs. Holmes with the runner at second. Got to get at least 3 to force this one to the bottom half of the inning. That pitch in there for a strike. And so 0-1 is the count. And this is a dangerous batter here in Macy Knight. She is 2 for 3 on the day. She does have 2 RBIs and a double. Did not see what the umpire called that last one. There's a swing and a miss. That's going to be strike 2, so 1-2 is at least the count right now, I believe. We'll see if he'll show here. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs, runner at second. There's going to be one that gets through the gap. They're going to try to score the run from second. No, they're going to hold him up as the throw home was off the line, but the Bulldogs now will have runners on the corners and the tying run coming to the plate. Great piece of hitting there by Knight, her 3rd hit of the day, and the Bulldogs not going quietly here. And so there's no outs in the inning and a timeout taken here by the Indians. We're going to take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this.
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
And welcome back as Coach Ernest left the meeting in the circle and the team stayed in there for a minute to get everybody refocused here. No outs in the inning. Runners at first and third here for the Bulldogs. Tying run coming to the plate in the form of Ellie Willis. She is 1 for 2 on the day with a walk. She singled and scored a run back in the second inning. Struck out swinging in her previous at-bat. That pitch missing low and outside for a ball. So Willis swings on this one, fouls it off, and we'll even things up now at 1-1. Well, what a game this has been. ICC's bats have been quiet leading up to the 6th inning. They only had 4 hits. ICC had 5 in that inning alone. 1-1 pitch coming. Paints the corner for a strike. Or did he call it a ball? Well, he barked but didn't point. So that is going to call a ball there. 2-1 now is the count. This one's going to be fouled off down the line, and we'll even things up at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runners on the corners here for the Bulldogs. Haley in the circle here for the Indians. 2-2 pitch coming, and this one fouled out of play. And we'll stay at 2-2. We're in the top of the 7th inning. ICC leading this one 9-6 after scoring 5 runs in the bottom of the 6th. So the count is 2-2. That pitch high and outside for a ball. 3-2 now is the count here on Ellie Willis. So Willis awaiting this 3-2 offering here from Alberson. Swings on it, jams her, fouls her back though. 3-2 now is the count. Well, this has just been a wild game. Had a little bit of everything in it. Indians have rallied, but the Bulldogs now have the tying run at the plate in a 9-6 contest. No outs. 3-2 is the count in the top of the 7th. Grounder up the middle. Alberson makes the stop. Now the runner's going to be in a rundown, and they throw it away. Oh, tough break there as Alberson did the right thing to keep the runner at third. When she fell down, her momentum took her that way, making the diving stop on the ball. Just unfortunately couldn't find the out in that situation as she kind of rushed the throw. And so now with the fielder's choice, we'll load the bases here for the Bulldogs. So now the tying run is on first. Still no outs here in the top of the 7th. Indians would love to trade a run for a Little Caesars double play. This is Jones at the plate. Rips one, and it's going to get through. And they're not going to call interference on that as the third baseman was going towards the ball. And we'll see what they're going to say here, as they're going to appeal this one to the infield umpire. He's going to shake his head no, but she ran into the shortstop. 2 runs did score in that situation, and Coach Ernest is going to come out and talk this one over here. So we're going to go ahead and award the 2 runs, as that's going to be right now a clutch single that scored 2 runs. As Coach Ernest talking to the infield umpire, and The runner did not make an attempt. The runner did not make an attempt to get out of the way of the shortstop who was making a play towards the ball. Yeah, I don't know if the umpire is saying the ball was hit so hard it didn't have an opportunity to make an effect on the play or what, but they're going to say the play stands, so that's going to be a 2-run single off the bat of Jones, and it's now a 9-8 contest. Tying run at second. Still no outs here in the top of the 7th. Holmes trying to spark a rally of their own here. Time is taken here as this is Bell at the plate. She doubled in her first at bat, struck out swinging to end the third, grounded out 4-3 in her last at bat. Shows bunt, lays it down. There's only going to be one play, and the Indians are going to hold on to it. And that'll be his second fielder's choice of the inning. And Holmes starting to get what we saw earlier. They're able to get some of the breaks to go their way. And they've been able to do so far. And now tying run is at third base. And this is going to be Crowley coming to the plate here. Bases full of Bulldogs, no outs. Here in the top of the 7th, Bulldogs have already scored 2. Crowley at the plate. This is that first pitch in there for a strike. Well, right now, if you're the Indians, you got to know the play is at home if anything comes to the infield. A fly ball to the outfield will score the run. And there's a catch on the line to throw over, is not in time. As that's a line out back to the pitcher. Boy, that could have been a huge play there. But good moxie, good way to pay attention by the Bulldogs not to get caught off the bases in that sense, a.k.a. a sign of good coaching. Because that could have easily turned into a double play. And now we go back to the top of the lineup in trouble in Lainey Phillips. She has doubled twice on the day. She's also reached on a fielder's choice. That pitch missing low for a ball. 1 out, bases full of Bulldogs here. Haley's wanting another softball. High drama here in Fulton in game 1. 9-8 is your score. ICC with the lead here. In the top of the 7th, there's 1 out. Bases loaded here for the Bulldogs of Holmes. Tying run is at third. Go ahead and run is at second. That pitch drifts high for a ball. 2-0 now is the count here to Phillips. So Phillips, we talked about a couple of doubles today. She has scored a run. Reached on a fielder's choice that a play at home was dropped. So that pitch in there for a strike. 2-1 now is the count. She's also grounded out 1-3 on the afternoon. Indians wouldn't mind a redo of that one. However, the Bulldogs looking to come up with a clutch hit here. 2-1 pitch coming. Up the middle. Albertson finds it, goes home with it, and gets the force. And now the runner tried to make the big turn over at third. Couldn't do so, as they did try to get the snap throw to first to see if they can get the 1-2-3 double play, but they did not.
Now batting number 13, Chrissy Edwards.
And the run was cut down at home. 9-8 is your score. 2 outs in the inning here in the top of the 7th. Tying run at third here for the Bulldogs. ICC leads it 9-8. And this is Chrissy Edwards at the plate. First pitch from Albertson in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count here. Edwards singled and stole a base in her last at bat. Late on that one, 0-2 now is the count. Indians a strike away from pulling off the rally here. So the 0-2 pitch on its way. Fouled off, and we'll do it again. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at second and third here for the Bulldogs. Tying runners at third. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Game 1 here between ICC and Holmes. Haley Albertson in the circle. Getting set to deliver the 0-2 pitch. That pitch missing outside. Not a bad spot to miss there. Couldn't get her to chase one. 1-2 now is the count. 1-2 now is the count. 2 outs. Tying run at third. Go ahead and run it first here for the Bulldogs. Top of the 7th. This one's going to be fouled off, and we'll stay at 1-2. Nice at bat by Edwards to extend this contest here. Quickly fell behind in the count, 0-2. Fouled off a couple of pitches, and now we'll be working with a 1-2 count. Indians lead it 9-8. An out away from completing the rally here in game 1. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Haley Alberson gets her 5th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day, and ICC wins it by the final score of 9-8. What a ball game, an instant classic here between these two squads. We'll take a break and come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents, not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the Renaissance Bank postgame report. What a ball game this afternoon here in Game 1. ICC rallies with 5 runs in the bottom of the 6th to take a 9-6 lead. Holmes rallies to make it a 9-8 contest, has the tying run on third base, and then a big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout from Haley Alberson to help the Indians pick up the 9-8 win. We're going to take a look at some of the plays from this afternoon, and what a ball game this was, ladies and gentlemen. Tip of the cap, one to the for the Indians for rallying in this one, and to the Bulldogs for having a chance to come back and make it an interesting one there. Your final line of the game, ICC, 9 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors, and I've got Holmes with 8 runs, 16 hits, and 4 errors. Those errors proved costly, as ICC was able to cash in on just about all actually every time they made an error, ICC was able to score a run in that inning. ICC improves to 15-5, 2-1 in conference play, and a heartbreaker there for the Bulldogs. They fall to 11-10 and 0-3 inside conference play. As we continue to look at some of these Little Caesars instant replays, let's take a look at some final stats here in the game. Of course, these final stats, as always, unofficial on the afternoon, as it was Phillips who was 2 for 3. She did reach twice on a fielder's choice, had a couple of doubles and scored a run. Chrissy Edwards, she was 1 for 4 in the afternoon, reached on a single, stole a base, hit into a double play, struck out. She reached on an error and scored a run. Leah Kennard, good to see her able to come back into the game after she took a pretty hard hit by a pitch to the knee. She went 1 for 3 on the afternoon, did hit into a double play to end one of the innings. She also scored a run with that single. Then you had Favre, who had a couple of hits. She had a double, a single, an RBI. She also had a sacrifice bunt on the afternoon. Macy Knight, she had a great game today, folks. She was 3 for 4. She had 2 RBIs, a double, and a pair of singles, scored a run. And then Ellie Willis, she was 1 for 3 on the afternoon with a walk, a run scored. Then you had Annalie Jones, who had 2 hits and a big clutch 2-out single there that scored the 2 runs in the top of the 7th. And Nira Bell, she was 1 for 4 in the afternoon with a double and a strikeout. And then Michaela Crowley, she was 2 for 4 with a pair of singles and a run scored. For ICC, it was Sarah Kate Thompson going 0 for 3, did reach on an error. Julia Shaw had a big-time 2-run double to help spark that 5-run 6th inning. You had Sammy Day Jones. She was 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs, 3 triples, and a run scored. She also had a stolen base. Then Jessie Smith, she had a sacrifice fly that turned into an RBI, but the runner left early for the 3rd out of the inning. And so that ended the inning there. She also reached on an error. Riley Tyree was 0 for 3 on the day. She did reach on an error. Her runner, who was Tamaya Martin, came around to score. And then you had Rain Rippey, who was 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout. Haley Arbison was 1 for 3 with a strikeout, or excuse me, with a stolen base and a run scored. Hannah Grace Gillian, she was 1 for 3 with an RBI and a score. Bailey Ware, 3 for 3 on the afternoon with a pair of stolen bases and 3 runs scored. And then Allie Beckley was 0 for 2 on the day. She did reach on a fielder's choice, reached on an error, and scored a run there. Haley Arbison gets the win on the season. Hey improves to actually her first win of the season. She had no decision coming into this game. She is 1-0 on the year. Got to name our Sonic star of the game, and I tell you, it's got to be 3 of them, folks. As the Indians' bats were quiet for them throughout most of the game, it was Sammy Day Jones and Bailey Ware, both with 3 hits. Sammy Day had 3 RBIs on the day, and then Bailey Ware also had 3 runs scored, and along with 2 stolen bases on her 3 hits. And also, Haley Alberson gets our star of the day here, brought to you by Sam's Town Market. She was able to pick up the win and got the big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout to end the contest. So that's going to do it for Game 1. ICC wins the thriller by the final score of 9-8. We're going to let you continue to watch some of these replays from today's contest, as we'll be back in about 15 to 20 minutes here for Game 2 right after this on the ICC Sports Network. That's a lot of speed. There's going to be a line drive, and it's going to get through. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score, and a clutch single there with 2 outs in the inning by Day Jones. 1 now is the count. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bulldogs trying to get back a couple of them runs they gave up in the bottom half of the 5th here. As there's going to be a grounder. The throw home is in time. Reaches out, finds a piece of it. Going to be trouble right here. Going to have to hustle down the line, and she'll get there. Gillian awaiting the pitch. Looks at that pitch high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. You got Martin at third, who's got good speed. That if a ball was to get away, she should be able to score in that situation. 1-1 is the count. This one popped up. Trouble. Center fielder can't get to it. It's going to drop, and it's going to get away, and the runner will head to third. Third, who's got good speed. That if a ball was to get away, she should be able to score in that situation. 1-1 is the count. This one popped up. Trouble. Center fielder can't get to it. It's going to drop, and it's going to get away, and the runner will head to third. We've got a 1-run contest. No, it's tied. And now the Indians are going to head to second. I'll look back at that one at the end of this inning here. As Ware hits one, it gets past the third baseman, and they will have a runner at third. And that's going to be the case there as you see the shortstop run the ball back to the circle. It's one thing ICC does is really kind of force them to pay attention to make sure they get the ball into the circle. Missing outside, 2-2 now. is the count. Got to be careful on those. The umpire has liked that extended corner on the outside today. But a good eye on the part of Shaw to hold off on that one. 2-2 now is the count. Shaw lifts this one. It's going to be down to the gap, and 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. They're going to throw to third, and she's there safely. And the Indians take an 8-6 lead. Takes that first pitch for a strike. She had a 2-run single in her last at bat. She singled and scored a run back in the first. This one hit right back to the pitcher, bounces off her. The run will score, and the runner will be safe at first with the number 9 batter here in the inning. (1-0) is the count. This one hammered, center field, back to the wall. No, just off the wall, but it'll work as a sacrifice fly, and the Indians add another run. A fly ball to the outfield will score the run. And there's a catch on the line to throw over, is not in time. 2-1 pitch coming. Up the middle, Albertson finds it, goes home with it, and gets the force. And now the runner tried to make the big turn out off, and we'll stay at 1-2. Nice at bat by Edwards to extend this contest here. Quickly fell behind in the count, 0-2. Fouled off a couple of pitches, and now we'll be working with a 1-2 count. Indians lead it 9-8. And out away from completing the rally here in game 1. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Haley Albertson gets her 5th Renaissance.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.